Hello everybody, this is Pam at the Paper Outpost, and today we are carrying on with the textured mixed media journal cover. We've laid down a bunch of things, spray painted it white. I used a flat enamel paint to do this because that's what I had on hand, and I think I'm going to do a little bit more to the cover, but I'm going to flip it over today and we're going to work on the inside cover. So I wanted to show you that yes, you can go back and forth and flip back and forth while you're getting your ideas straight. I put these little beads on here. They're little seed beads, and I glued them in place with random glue stick, and then I spray painted over them. They did seal in somewhat. Some are really fixed, some are not as fixed, but I am going to do more things to the outside cover that are going to seal in everything. So we're going to come back to this. Okay, so just letting you know, there's different ways to approach your journals. Everything is under the umbrella of fun. And if you ain't having fun, go take a break or have a snack or go do something else. But when you need to have some fun again, come on back, settle down, and we'll do our crafting Zen meditation together. It's like moving meditation, crafting. I think it helps everybody relax, unwind. I could have kept working on the front, but I wanted to basically deal with these extra pieces of tissue that are hanging over the edge. And I thought, well, since I'm going to be doing that, why don't I just seal it up and then finish the inside cover. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so this should be relatively easy. So what I want to do is I'm going to glue it down here with some Fabrifix. It's a good, strong, clear silicone glue. You can use Fabri-Tac, Fabrifix, Pica 3-in-1 glue. There's other silicone glues out there. It's just a good one. You can also use wet white glue. It's just, it might be a little, I'm working with wrinkly paper, but sometimes it's a little bit more wrinkly because it's a wet glue. It has a water base, and silicone is not a water base, so it doesn't make your paper as wet as a wet glue, wet white glue. Think wet white glue. Elmer's school glue. Think that's what we're talking about here, people. Okay, so I'm going to put a decent amount here because what I want to do is go around the little edge as well and get some glue in there. All right, so finger tool, very important. Smoosh, and maybe smoosh along the edge. Smoosh here, and then come down here a little bit. Smoosh here. Could have even used a little more glue than I gave myself. I think it's all going to be okay. I'm going to get it in there and put some smooshing down the side so it just adheres nicely. It'll be a nice tight tuck. Okay, the way I like to do it, everybody does it a little differently. This is my technique. I fold it in. Okay, the corners. Oops, now I got one tore already. Okay, that's all right. We'll fix you. Because it's tissue paper, so we know. Oh, I know what I'm forgetting. No, I'm okay. I've got glue on the corner, so that's all right. So I'm just bringing those in. Some people trim that. I don't. Yeah, so there, that's pretty much that. Okay, so here I'm going to be folding it up. I'm going to go gingerly because, and there's some little pieces that are going to hang underneath, and that's okay. I don't need to keep everything that was attached to the front cover also attached to the inside cover because that might be a little bulky. And sometimes if you start from the middle here, the middle spine area, and push in, that's a good thing to do. You can always come back and remove these extraneous pieces from the front side cover as we can trim them off that way. Okay. There, that's pretty easy. Now that's all going to get covered up, so don't worry about it. It'll be all right. Yeah, it'll be okay. And if you see a little stray seed bead that might cause a bump, you can just remove it. Okay, and I can do more gluing there. Let me come along and trim this stuff, this excess off. I'm going to be careful. And if I goof it, I can always repair it. And remember, this is a collage, so you can always patch repair if you go a little too far. There. Okay. Then here, a little trim. Okay, there. Little seed beads everywhere and all that. I think I'm going to come around and, oh, let's see, what is this? I've got some, I don't mind this. Maybe I'll leave this in place. Maybe I'll just take it down a little bit so it's not so bumpy. But it's just cheesecloth, and that's not that bulky, so we're okay with that. This could be a little bulky. It's got a little more fabric on it. Okay, we'll take that down. You want to get down even further? Let's see. I think you're okay. I think you're okay. All right, let's just take a look-see. Yeah, see how quickly that comes together, and you've got this beautiful cover of a book. Oh my God, it's just so amazing. It does happen fast. You know what I mean? I think sometimes people are most scared of covers because they're working on their books, and maybe they're going to do their cover last, which is totally a theory. There's nothing wrong with that. But they feel that it's so committal because they've been working on all these different pages so diligently, and then all of a sudden they've got to do the cover. And really, the cover is just another page, and you can make it as dramatic or as neutral and benign as you like. Sometimes simple is very attractive. Neutral can be very attractive. Subtle or bold and big and beautiful is amazing too. So all I know is my covers, again, like my journals, take on a mind of their own, and they create themselves as I'm sitting down here. I'm sure if you've created enough, you've kind of probably had that experience where you almost feel like the art creates itself. You're just sitting here moving the pieces, but because it so randomly or rarely ever comes out the way I have planned in my mind, I've almost tossed that a whole idea to the wind, and I just have fun with the paper. Now, you can go in with a more particular way of doing something, but frankly, I'm in it for the fun, people. I'm in here for the fun. I want to play with the paper. I want to have a good time. I want to keep myself off the streets and not get in any trouble. And that's really what it is. So if you have a different purpose, then you do what speaks to your purpose. And it's all good when it's paper play, you know? All the things. This ain't so bad. It's not bad at all. Okay, now don't forget the power of the hand. It's the hand iron, the hand hammer, and the smooshing. We can smoosh. There's a lot of things you can do with your hands. It's a multi-tool. Fabulous, fabulous invention. We'll take it. Okay, oh, I really like the way that came out. Even better than I thought. I might not do anything to the front. I think it looks great. Okay, so where are we going to go from here? All right, this is the idea that I had. Where is it? I was pulling up some music pages. I love collecting old vintage music pages, and I want to make this journal really pretty. Now I could do a couple of things here. I could just glue them down, and that would be absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. This is really pretty paper here too. I think I might use this one because it's a little more antique-y looking. And these are both very, there's lots of going on. But instead, I think I'm going to grab a piece of manila folder. And let's see if I can just tear this apart. Probably not. But I make a disaster of this. Oh well, see how I do. Not bad. There we go. Any shortcut I can find, let me tell you. You're going to find other channels that give you more precision, more measuring, more this and that, whatnot. It's not this channel. No, we're going to try and find the quick and easy way through everything. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so now what I'd like to do. Now, I could do something else with the edging, but I think right now I'm okay. I am going to take a measurement. And this measurement, I know I just said I don't measure. Well, this is like fake measuring because it's really not going to count. I'm just using the actual book page, the cover, as the template. So I am going to put this, leaving about 1/4 of an inch this way and that way. Okay, and then I'm going to find out where the spine is. Look. Okay. And then go to where the spine is there, and about 1/4 inch from the bottom there. Okay, so now I'm going to take that and I'm going to cut this piece out, and that's going to be my template. All right, so I'm over here. Where's my cutter? It's right on the floor. I'm sorry, I've got a lot going on in the craft room. I can't get everything on the table. I can't get everything on the giant table because I've got too much stuff up there right now. Now I have this, and that is going to magically create one of those over here. Probably could have, yeah, I pretty much could have gotten 2 out of that one. All right, well, you know, that's what you learn. You live and learn, you know? So I'm going to take this one, use it as a template, and means I don't have to measure. And go ahead and just cut that out. So I'm over here doing that. That's what I'm doing over here. Okay. Okay. Almost. Got one cut. Got one more cut coming. I don't want to, I want to do this right. Because it'll look better if I do it right. Okay. And there. Okay. So now I have 2 of these. And what I'd like to do now is, you can do this 2 ways, but I'm going to do it where I'm going to put something to bridge across the great spine of divide now. You can do it later, after you put the 2 back inside covers on, or you can do it now. And I'm going to do it now because I want them to nuzzle underneath my layer. Oh, you're kind of a cool piece. Will you be tall enough? Will you? Will you? Oh, you are. Oh, I like you. Okay. Okay, we're going to do that. We'll want it probably at least 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch wider than your spine, because we want this to overlay quite nice. Give it a good, don't be shy. Give it some chunk, okay? And then we're going to take that. We're not measuring really. We're just cutting and tearing and pulling, and that's the easiest way to get through that nonsense. Okay, can we just say that boldly? Yes, okay. And, okay, we're going to take that. We're going to glue that down. Now, I'm a little bit long in here. I was going to say long in the tooth, but that means I'm old, so we're not going to say that. Okay, we're going to go here. Okay. Oh, no, can't tear. You know how you can tear on the weave and not the weft, or the weft and not the weave, or whatever it is. But it tears one way easily and not so easily the other way, which we all get to find out at some point in our life when we are attempting to tear. You can ruffle your feathers here at the end, give it nice little vintagey, worn out, grungy, steampunky kind of, you know, gothic wedding dead bride look. I don't know. I don't know. We don't know what any of that meant, but it looks more worn out. That's what we want to do, okay? Nice fringy edges. We like that, okay? You could coffee dye this too. That would look really cool. But for right now, I think I'm just going to apply it. You can also put Tyvek tape here, or duct tape works well. Masking tape, even though it's a low tack tape, if you run it across some glue stick, it'll stick in there, and it'll actually, you could use 3 pieces of masking tape if you don't have one that's wide enough. You can also do that with material. If you have material that's not wide enough, 3 pieces across, like 1 in the middle, 2 on the sides to anchor, or 2 on the sides and then 1 in the middle to anchor. I think you get my groove. Okay, and here's where you don't want to be shy with the glue. No, I'm not being shy. Yeah. So there's places where we're shy. This isn't one of them. No. Okay, now give it some nice glue and nice glue. Because if you don't put the nice glue on now, the nice amount of glue, you're going to be coming back gluing again. So you can decide, do you want to glue now or do you want to glue later? Okay, because I don't want your books to fall apart. I want them to stay good, stay together, finger smoosh, and you to be able to sleep at night knowing that your books are going to stay together. Okay. And if you do your darndest, sometimes something will come apart, and it's okay. We're all learning. This is like it's a craft, not an absolute. It's like we're learning, crafting. We're crafting these, creating and crafting. So we're doing our best. So it's okay. Yeah. All right, here we go. Now this material is like quilting material, quilting cotton kind of stuff. So there is, it's thin. That's the most important thing. You want it thin. You don't want anything too bulky in here, or it's going to make your book pages stick out too far, and you're not going to be happy. No, this will keep you happy. Keep it thin, but strong. Yeah. Okay, it's very strong. Okay, there. All right. Yeah, just get in there, and you can come in there with a little bone folder if you could find the darn thing. It's around here somewhere. I just saw it. It's gone now. It's okay. We don't need it. We're okay. We can use our fingers. All right. There. Now we're looking good. So when these are going to lay on top, okay, but they're going to be covered with pretty music paper first. And I used to make music paper with such nice paper. Have you ever felt it? It's like a porous, papery. It's kind of like newsprint, but much thicker. I don't even know what to just call it, but that's what we're going to do. See, I want mostly the print, so I don't want to put it like this, because then I'm going to get the white. You can get the white, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I want the print. So a couple ways to handle this. One is you basically just glue it down. you take your amazing glue stick. Okay, this is the Scotch Permanent Glue Stick, which is the available one now, which often if you'll order the Scotch Create glue stick, this is the one you'll get. And this one is fine. Yeah, I mean, I think it's the same. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know, but the reviews are coming back good. You guys are telling me I find it very good quality glue stick. Okay, and that's what we want. In the perfect world, that would be our choice. Okay, so we're going to put stamps. Just look at your paper. Say, where's the prettier notes? They're all pretty. Who are we kidding? Okay, and I put that in the middle so that I have notes to either and everywhere and in here. Okay, so now I got that. That was easy. And I'm going to take my tearing ruler, which is just a metal edge, a metal ruler, cork backing. It has it's sharp. Okay, so it makes it very nice to tear. So you want to leave at least like 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch out there. No, like an inch. You know, give yourself some room. Like there, that's a good amount. I would say like a good inch. Now, all these beautiful pieces that you're cutting off, you could totally keep these and collage with them and things like that. So don't throw those out. They're beautiful and you won't waste them, I promise. Lots of things we can do with those. And there we go. Oh, I wanted to tell you, I always forget to do this, a special going on right now. Where'd my paper go? Hang on. Okay, I'm abashedly cannot find it, or I'm unabashedly I cannot figure out where that paper is. But anyway, I have a 50% off all DigiKits special going on right now in September. That's right. I have over 300 designs, birds, Victorian, butterfly, dragonfly, mushroom, Christmas, you name it. They're all on sale right now. The JPEG files only. You can get them at 50% off. This is time to grab them. If you haven't grabbed them, grab them now. And this is like the deepest discount that will ever be at the Paper Outpost. So now is a great time to grab the ones you've been thinking about. And then number 2, I do have a few of my curiosity packs left. And in the curiosity pack, which is full of very amazing, unique, and unusual items, they're my specialty items that I didn't have a lot of. And there's also a very special page from a 1798 book from the year 1798. It's a very old book, over 200 years old. 1898, 1998. Yeah, like I don't know, like 250, 225, whatever. The math, 227 years old. A real page from that book. So if you've never touched an old page, this is something that you might want to consider. So there you go. A couple of those left. And we're not finished tearing this. Look at, we stopped midstream there. Okay, so I was going to show you another way. What's the other way? Oh, yeah, I was just tearing those off first. Okay, I will show you that on the next one because I have 2. All right, so now 2. So what I'm doing with the manila folder, you could also use cardstock. You could also double up some pages of other books, fiction pages, things like that. Just glue them all together, make something just a smidge thicker. And then come around here and go around the world. That. And then we're going to basically do the same thing. We're going to do the corner folds. Call it like the bed sheets. Fold those in. So there's like a little 90-degree angle there that makes it easier and nice to fold. And again, I do not cut off the edging or whatever the other thing people do. I don't do it. Nope, I don't. Never have. Probably never will. Okay. As long as your material is not too bulky, it's not too bad, honestly. I don't find too much build up there, but some people like to have that little corner. See, I get the corner that peeks out. If I snip it there, some people do a cut like this. That little corner pops out at me. I've never mastered that technique. So if you've mastered it, hey, way to go. But that doesn't happen over here for some reason. I don't know why. But this always works. This never lets me down. It's always good. Okay, so now we have that. Isn't that pretty? I know, right? I know. Okay, so we put that aside. And I'll just show you the other way. Okay, so where'd that other... Here it is. Okay. Got this one. I'm going to put on the... Whoop, not that. I have one more sheet, and it's here. So this time, I'm just going to take off the white part, which I think the other way is better, but we'll just do it this way. So I don't know how big I need it, so but I know I want to remove the white, so I'm doing that now. in preparation of the folding in. Now this, of course, means I might need to take off more, but it's just a different way. It's like all roads lead to Rome. You know what I mean? We all get a junk journal at the end of the day if you just stick with it. Thing is, don't give up and keep going. So now I have this beautiful page of just notes. Oh, look at that, beautiful page, lots of notes. Which one's prettier? I don't know. You know, A or B? A or B? I'm going with A. Okay, just sometimes you just got to be bold and make a decision and go forward. That's right. Okay, now we're gonna put the glue down. I like working with glue stick. I find it highly rewarding experience. It's like one of those tactile things, like, oh, I can get something glued in like 2 seconds. It's so fast. And when you get a good glue stick, it's so effective. And life is good, and you are rolling, and everything's wonderful. Okay, so now I'm going to flip this over, because this is the inside. Now I'm going to take this and put it where I want, giving myself, okay, this is my little short trick. Give yourself about an inch at the top and about an inch on the sides. I've got about an inch on the bottom, but I'm a little wide on that side. Excuse me. I'm a little wide on that side. But I'm just going to, there, that handled that. There, so you pick your preferred method. Like I said, they're all good. Go around here. And you can also use pages from a magazine in here, anything you like. So I'm only going around the room. I'm not doing the inside yet because I'm not adhering it at this point. I'm still going to do things to this. So we'll just see. Fold that. I'm going to do my hospital corners. And I'm going to do this one up a little bit fancier. Okay, just to give it that increased drama. Sometimes we want some drama in life. As if there isn't enough. We're going for more. That's right. So you think that your day is full of drama. Wait till you see what's coming your way. Oh boy, just hold on to your hat. Okay, so basically, all right, push it against, push, flush, and then smoosh. Okay, push, flush, smoosh. Then we have that, and it's amazing. This is amazing. You can decide which one you want to do, front and back. Take a look at your book. Make sure you know which is your front and which is your back. Always double check, triple check. Check till the cows come home, check. Okay, so now in this desk, all I have to say was clean last week. Okay, and it's not now because why? We're in the throes of crafting because things are happening around here. Who has time to clean? No, you're not down there, are you, Sunny? No, okay, I'm pulling my... Get this big guy over here again. Okay, it's the sewing machine. Okay, there we go. Can you see? All right, there we go. Does that look neater? Okay, how about that? There we go. Okay, so now I would like to turn it on. It's not plugged in. Oh, it is. Oh, it came to life. I'm going to go for a zigzag stitch, which is number 4. And then I'm just going to go around and do a beautiful, the gods are with me, zigzag stitch all the way around. Where's my little foot plate? Come here. And I'm going to make it I'm going to stretch the stitches out a little bit, make them longer to like 2.5. Okay, here we go. All right, now we're going good. I just think it gives it a really pretty look, little finished look. Not mandatory, but sure nice at the end of the day, you know what I mean? And I have some multicolored thread in here, some kind of fancy foo-foo thread I got somewhere. I don't really know where. But it is really pretty, and it's just going to look lovely as an interior cover. And you could really use junk mail and all sorts of stuff to create these items. It's so exciting because you can literally make something from nothing. And, you know, what is not more rewarding than that? All right, I'm going to pull out my very fancy fabric shears to cut that. Threads are fabric, so I'm doing good. And when you do it at the longer stitches, it's actually good with paper because you pierce paper too often, you create a perforation that could, well, frankly, perforate. And you know how when you get a bill and you tear it off, it's little mini perforations in there, little holes. And that's basically what we're doing, so that's why we like to lengthen our stitches. Say the right word, man. And with paper, whoops, went too far. Back it up, Sally. Back it up, and paper. Okay, and that way we don't perforate. Nobody wants to prematurely perforate. You know, that would not be good. No, that's usually not good. All right, there we go. So let me move this little. Okay, let me try not to knock over the entire craft room. Oh, don't be under there, sunshine. All right. He's like, Mom, I am nowhere close to what you're doing right now, because he's saying it's not my first rodeo. I've seen how this goes down. When Mom gets going, crafting supplies fly. So he knows very well. Yeah, okay. So now there's nice white here. This is like a, tan, like caramel tea color, I guess I would say. Okay, this is now upside down. I've just noticed that because I'm all over it. So I'm now writing it. I'm writing it upside. So that's good. Now I'm going to try to find my dauber of brown. Of course, this. Oh, wait, is that you? No. All right, that means it's on the desk. Let me find it. Hold on. I found the gathered twigs distress ink brown we're going to use. Hang on, I'm still searching. So I found a pink one. Aha! And then I found the brown one. So we're in business. Okay. There'll be some cool things going on here. Okay. There is a subtle widening when you're making these because you're wrapping the paper around. So it's sometimes a smidge wider than you thought. Like this, it's a smidge wider than your manila folder or whatever you used as the base. But it's okay. Yeah, it's all right. Okay. Remember, this was only tissue paper, so a little extra reinforcement around the edges, not a bad thing. No, not in a day's work. No, we could use that. It's like parchment paper when you're baking. Sometimes it can save hours of stress later. You just do a little prep earlier. It's worth it later. That's right. Okay. So, there you go. All right. There we go. There we go. Is that right? Oh, I want to reverse them. Yep, there we go. And there we go. Yeah. Okay, now we're going to glue this in place. And then we'll pretty much be done the inside. All right. Okay. Here we go. Now I am doing a generous amount, and generous amount close to the edges. We're going to be doing some finger smooshing yet again. You can use a brush and all that stuff, but you know what? Where's the fun in that? I don't know. Okay, I'm going to do a big X. There's many ways to approach this. And then I'm going to do this around the world, going around town and home. Okay. So now the finger smoosh. I'm just going to take the glue out to the edges so that it adheres very well on the edges. Yeah, and all this other stuff it can just glue down. Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to pick the right spot. And the easiest thing is to measure in the corners. You're like eyeing it to see, is it straight here? Is there about a 1/4 inch at the top, 1/4 inch at the bottom? If it is, you give it the big final hand iron. Okay. And that's how it is done. That's right. That's it. That's all there is to it. It's really not a big deal. And really you don't have to sew it, but I just think it makes it a little, it's the holidays coming up and everything. And, we go a little blingier, a little fancier this time of year. Okay, got that. Big cross in the center. And then we're going to do around the town, coming into the central town station. There we are. And we're going to get glue all over our fingers just like we like it. Yeah, it's a good day. When we had gluey fingers, we know it was a good day. Okay. 1/4 inch at the top, 1/4 inch at the bottom. Yeah, get that all snuggled. Okay. All right, good. You do have like a second or two to revisit the location. Okay, that's good. And give it a big smoosh down. The stuff grabs very well. I mean, it will not let you down in 99% of cases. Okay, so now we have this, and we have this. And how easy was that? That's all it really was just that. Okay, so now I'm going to come back over here and look at this. Do I want to do anything more to that? I'm thinking yes, maybe. Maybe I do want to layer it up a little bit more. Maybe I want to do some more things, do I? Ask yourself, Pam, do you want to go there? Oh, I know it. Maybe I want to put some Braille paper down. I was playing with some Braille paper. That would give a nice textury sort of uniqueness to it, right? So you got to sneak some Braille paper in. Let's go for the extra bumpy. I think this is extra bumpy. And I think this needs one more spray. I see a little bit of caramel tones coming through. And there's nothing wrong with that. It still is very pretty, but I think I would like it to go white so that I can decide what colors I want to add to it later, or just leave it white. But I'm probably going to add some color to it. Okay, and maybe just something like that. So if I do that, then I can probably remove these little beads that are hiding here, because they're just going to be lumpy bumpy under there. So we don't need that. Okay, do I have an area now? I do. Okay, so I'm just going to glue that down. Okay, make sure my lumpy bumpy side is face up. And while I'm here, I can probably put a lot more. I think what I need to do is grab some buttons or something. I think I'd like some buttonage. And I'll probably find some other things given a few seconds here. So let me just put that down. Hang on, I'm going to go look for some stuff. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Whoops, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I have a nice collection of batonis here. Okay, so I have, this is a piece of jewelry, actually. I don't know if it's going to sit on here. It might be too elevated. I don't know. Not sure. Oh. But I've got some big buttons, and I like when they lay flat on the back, that's nice. And they don't have to be old buttons, but oh, that's kind of cool. We're looking for shape and texture more than what the actual color of the button looks like, because we're going to spray paint it all white. Okay, this looks like it was a pendant, but that's kind of a pretty little rose thingy. Maybe we can get that on there if I can get that little thing off. Let me see. And you can go as bumpy as you like. There's really no limit to the bumpiness on the front cover. I mean, you can go pretty bumpy, I think. I don't know. Okay. Oh, that's pretty. And then these old classic, these are glass vintage buttons, but you know, it's just sometimes you just want to button yourself up to, you know, Kingdom Come here. I don't know, that one looks a little modern to me for some reason. It says like 60s, and that's not the right vibe. We want to do something. This is a bone button or a shell button, one of the two, but it's got a cool thing to it. Didn't I have something there? No, I moved it here. That's right. So, oh, I could put you there. Or I have littler buttons I could put there. Maybe that's too overwhelming. I just put one there or here, or how about there? That's a good spot. See my buttons? Want to see them? I like this one. I think that needs to go there. Yep. Yep. And now remember, we could do different colors. And if you have just regular new buttons, it's okay. Oh, there's like a different button. Yeah. Put here. And, you know, depending on where you want the holes, doesn't matter. But these other colors of buttons, it's okay. Uh-huh. That little guy, oh, he looks cute like that, right? He's got a cute little look like that. All right, so let's put you, oh, he might be too big. Yeah, we'll just do a random little buttonage here. Oh, I love the way this is looking. Oh, yes. Another little one of those very old buttons. I did put some buttons in my last, the Curiosity pack has buttons in it. A little pack of buttons. Actually, let me put that little one there. Just something about the cuteness of it being there. I have to go back and glue all these in, of course. I'm going to glue you here. The random scattering of the batonis. Maybe up here. Okay, so let's try that. All right, now that my fingers are nice and gluey, we're going in. Not, oh, okay. My phone was, I must have hit a button or something. I think you're still recording. Yes, okay. We'll just start at the top. and we'll glue. Okay, then there's one here. Now if I put the glue on the button, it's going to go exactly where I planned. Or maybe that one should go face down. It's going to sit a little flusher. Though it is prettier on this side, but I think flush is safer because you don't want it catching on things. Although we're gonna seal the bejeebers out of it. So down you go, down. Okay, and that should help with. Yeah, I think this one won't be neat. Just with all these little loose items, I would feel better sealing this baby well. It's probably going to require Mod Podge and stuff. Okay, there we go. We got all our batonis down on that side. Let's go over to side A over here, the front. Oh, yeah. And it can even be a messy glue job because, again, we are going to cover it. You want to snuggle that in there. Okay. Now you are quite a unique piece. We'll just put you there. Okay, hope that goes well. Now you have a lot of little edges. Should I leave those edges? I think so. I think I'm just going to have to really seal you well. Put a lot of glue in there. A lot of glue. Don't be shy with the glue. Was it there? Something like that. No. A lot of glue. Okay. There. Okay. Up. Down. Down. Okay. And then you. Up. And down. Okay. Now, I'm going to take it outside, and I am going to... Am I done? I don't know. Do I need more? I might need more. I feel like I want to put lacy ribbon or string. Hang on. I'll be right back. Wasn't I working with this stuff the other day? This is what I call the trim that yields lots of trim. Oh, that could look pretty on here. So you buy a yard or so of this, but you can cut all these off and use them individually. Okay. Okay, let me just cut a bunch of these off. Need all of you. Yep, woof, off into the nether world over there. We'll see if we can ever find you again. Okay. Nether regions. That's what yes, nether world. Get your regions and worlds straight. Pam. Okay, here we go. So are you guys into fantasy? Do you like fantasy stories, stuff like that? I do. I like the Harry Potters and the, that kind of stuff. Yeah. I don't know why I brought that up. I just thought, because we're kind of making a fantasy book here. I think that's where I was going with it. I know there was a purpose. Yeah. So who knows what story this book will tell? And maybe only the recipient will know. Man, I hope it doesn't end up as a doorstop. But okay, so we could just toss these down and see where they land, or we could place them with great precision. Okay, let's just toss them around a bit and see where they land. Okay. Because maybe we want it to look like the wind blew. You know what I mean? The wind blew all these pretty little pieces across the crafter's desk, and here they settled into the glue. Okay. Give it a... There's good. There, that's good. Now you, coming around the edge. Oh, you're stuck on a bead. That's all right. And maybe down here. Okay, over here. Yeah. And it's okay to totally obliterate things you were doing before. It's okay. Yeah, you have to give yourself permission to do that. So you go in saying, it's okay. It's okay. You got to say that 1,000 times before you even start. And if there's a bead in your way, you just move it. A couple of beads in your way, they're gone. Because we want that to lay nice and flat. Yeah. Okay. And, okay. Okay, that's pretty. Okay, maybe coming off from the side of the book. That's nice. We do need some in the middle somewhere. Yeah, that's about. They sound like laying right across here. Maybe, no, maybe over to the side a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Don't like that one. Yeah, maybe here. I want them to move in different directions so that keeps the eye moving around the page. It's funny when I look at these ideas on camera, They look so different than when when I'm looking at it in real life and then I go look at it on the video after, it looks totally different. Like, oh, I like it better here than here. And I'm thinking, no, it looked much better in the first place. So yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes. Okay, so get a little glue bee here. Oh, gotta open the thing. All right, come on. And just put a little stream of glue bee. So this is fabric to, well, this could be glued to paper or fabric here because of the nature of this little beast. Give some room there. Okay. Hammer. Okay, good. Keeping it far enough away from the edge that it doesn't peel up. I think that's a nice little tipping point there. Little tipping point of a tip. Okay. There you go. Okay. What? Again, a little room there. Okay, coming up from the side, from the nether region. From the nethers. Is a nethers a word? I think it is. Okay. Yeah. Okay, there's enough space between things so they all present. You can overlap, but you'll get extra bumpy if you overlap. So just like minimize your overlap, maybe. Ah, what the heck, overlap. Overlap. Oh, I'm stuck to two things now. This is a disaster. Okay, stay there. Okay, there. Good, good. Going around the mountain here, getting my glue down. All is good. Gluing more. See, I told you, I promised in the beginning I was going to push the envelope with this one. I looked at it at first and I thought, you know, I really like it, but I didn't really push the envelope. You know what I mean? I was timid and I could have gone further and I didn't. And then, you know, what does that say about me? Not much, right? So I may go too far with this one. You may say, Pam, you should have stopped a long time ago. Can't get this one down because I glue on everything. Or you might say, oh, thank God you hung in there and you kept going. Look at with a little more effort, just like it made all the difference. When you put that last piece down, it all came together and everything was great. Or not. We don't know. Okay. I can't get this off my finger. Get up there. Oh, there. Okay, down. Okay. This one? Yep. Oh, it's like holding your breath. Is it going to stick? What am I doing? I don't know. I'm putting lace and buttons all over this. And I think what I need to do is a few button clusters. Yeah, I'm thinking that's what it needs. Sometimes like lone little focal points is nice, but it can look scattered sometimes where you need a little cluster of 3 or like an odd number, they say, for some reason is very pleasing to the eye and design. I don't know if that's true, but that's what they say. So I might add a few more buttons. Let's see, but we've got our work to do here, Penny. Just get your glue down. Just do what you got to do first. First steps first. Okay. There you go. Sometimes it doesn't go exactly where we planned initially, but you know, that's the way it goes around here, because why? We are crafters. And it could end up, you could like end up with something way better than what you originally thought. So just keep that door open. And don't be afraid to try something. Just try it. When you catch yourself like, oh, I don't know if I should. You tell yourself, yeah, hey, well, I'm going to go for it and see what happens. Yeah, that's what you tell yourself. Okay. And if it doesn't work, my name is Sally. Okay. All right, here we go. There, my hands are getting real sticky. Okay, so this is, you know, that you paintbrush people are probably going, yes, you should have used a paintbrush. But I can't even imagine using a paintbrush trying to do this. Okay, stay down. Down. Okay, I'm gonna push it down a little bit. I'm gonna hold it down a little bit. There, freed that. Okay, now I can do that. There's a glue glob. Oh, off you go. This one was around here somewhere, right? Yeah, I think we're down to the last or second last piece. Okay, I got some random piece of paper. Everything is sticking to me now. I am like a walking fly paper. I am walking fly paper right now. Oh, yeah. So, I had a wasp incident out by my mailbox. Yeah, I there's this one little spot, the cap came off, and these like lovely little wasps like to go in there and build a home. And I've told them it's not a good place, and they need to find another place, and they wouldn't listen. So I had to bring out the big gun, and yeah, I had the wasp spray, so I wasp sprayed them. And then, you know, what I didn't do though was I didn't remove the home, so they all died. I felt guilty about that, so I wanted to like walk away and not pretend like I didn't do it. You know what I mean? And so they did it again. Yeah, I think their lineage, their you know, progeny, they came back for me. Yeah, they did. I was going out to the mailbox, and about 4 or 5 of them came flying out of that little spot again. They had just set up camp in the old house. Yeah, and I'm like, oh, that was my fault. And one got away. He flew off, although I don't think he made it far because he was pretty much saturated in the stuff. And then the other one, the other ones, they just, you know, kind of did the death roll in there. But what's that? No, we don't need that. Okay, so there. I think I would, let me just get a few more buttons. Oh, just hold your breath. Okay, I have way too many buttons here, but oh, that's kind of a cool button. Yeah, but you, maybe, I want to put some little buttons here, like you, here. You're not even a button. Okay, oh, and then, see, that's going to give us 3, like a cluster of 3. Somehow that's supposed to be magical, so, yeah, it's all right. I'm gonna layer the buttons. Oh, there. Okay, get in there. All right, that's something. And then what else we have here? This button. It's you here. And with this button there, maybe that. That's 2 sets of 3 on the front. Now I'm a complete person now. Somehow it's not jiving with that thing. I'm just gonna, I would like to make more buttons around it, but I'm just not feeling it. So maybe we're gonna put you up here. Yeah. Yeah, cluster there, cluster here. That's nice. Okay. We go over here. What do we got? We got this cutie little button. Okay, maybe we'll do like a cluster down here. 1, 2, and something different, like 3. Oh, that's kind of cute. Yeah. All right, so something is loose on here. Oh, you're not even a button. You're a bead. Go away. Cute little button. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, we would probably want to do something up here. This is a little baby button. You see how small it is? It's like a hand bone baby button from probably a long time ago. See, it's not even drilled in the center. There's 2 holes there. So that's just a mark. There's 2 holes here, but that's a really cute button. We might put that on later, like at the end or something. I don't know. But maybe this little button, this little one with the thread. There's something about the thread that makes it look extra cute. Okay, now if I can just remember where I did those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so too many buttons? I don't know. We're going for it. That's what we said, right? That was the deal. We're going big or we're going home. And we're already home, thankfully, so I can't carry these buttons around with me. I've never been a good traveling crafter. It's just, it seems like I got too much stuff in one place. I need to be like, oh, I need that. Oh, it's not here. It's back at the house. Yeah, I would be like that. But maybe if you go away for a summer and it's either you bring your stuff or you ain't crafting, you know what I mean? Or you pick up stuff there, but then you got to get maybe you just bring your tools and you say, oh, I'm going to craft while I'm gathering things in my new area. You could do that. Yeah, people do that. I've seen that. It's on YouTube. That means it's real. Okay. In you go there. Okay, little cluster. Cluster, cluster. Cluster, not glued. All right, just something. And variety of size and shape and texture is what you want. So button without thread, button with thread, and I got it on my finger. Okay, I'm gonna try and get this one down again. I'm gonna try and do a double button glue maneuver. Okay, something about the back of the hand helps everything glue better. Okay, now here. Okay, oh, there we go. Maybe we want to do like a little nest, not too far away, more nesty. Okay, put you there, nest yourself. I have that bead there. Let me just remove it. Okay, see that? And I'm gonna put this one. Oh, it's a cool little button too. It's a very old vintage button. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's looking good. I like it. All right, at this point, I'm going to go outside and spray it. And then I will come back and show you what I made if I can get some of this glue off my hands. So is that what I'm going to do? I don't know if my recorder will let me do that. Did I do that last time? I think I did. How did I do that? Maybe I just took it outside, sprayed it, and came back in. Okay, I'm going to go with that plan. Where's my... Wait, I need my spray paint. Oh, here it is, right here. Okay. Rust-Oleum Flat Protective Enamel. Superior coverage and durability in white. Any angle spray. Oh, we like that. Okay. So, I am going to pause it. Let's hope I'm back. All right, wish me luck. Okay, I'm back. Are you back? I'm back. Okay. I sprayed the bejeebers out of it. I did a long spray for quite a while as opposed to many thin coats, which is what you're supposed to do. But I did a long spray for quite a while, and I kind of angled the book because I have colored objects on here, and in order to get the sides, I had to turn the can. And the can apparently is a happy can that will allow you to do that, so that was extra exciting. I tried to cover in all the tanny areas. That was gray. It's not now. This was some like yellowy color. Not now. All those colored buttons. Everybody's a nice white base to work with, and we can take it anywhere from here. Now, doesn't that have a lot more texture on it? Look at that. Ooh, that looks cool. It looks really cool in the video. It looks really cool in real life. So this stinks to high heaven. So I'm going to take it outside and let it air dry outside because it stinks to high heaven because it's enamel paint and that really smells. So yeah, don't inhale paint fumes. Do it all outside. You'll be so much happier. Pets and family members and all that kind of stuff. Sunshine, I saw your little tail fly through here. Where'd you go? Sunny bunny. Hang on, I'll get him. Sunshine? It's time for your... Oh, you're on your pillow. Okay. It's time for your party. Yeah. All right. We're coming. I have gathered the little one. And he's very excited. But he can't stay very long because of the smell. Okay, so we're going to do this quick, okay? We're in and out of here. Hello, everybody. It's Sunshine Cop Reporter Junior, that is. Here reporting from the stinky Paper Outpost. Okay, if you're using stinky paints, do it outside. Don't inhale that stuff. Not good for you. So we want you crafting as many days as you can. And don't worry if you lose your mojo. It'll come back another day. Mojo always finds its way home. You just got to give enough time. Leave a little snack outside the front door. It'll come back. It'll be all right. So Mom always says to me, just leave a little snack and everything will be all right. Okay, so happy smelling, happy crafting, and keep making crazy stuff and have lots of fun. Okay, bye. All right, down you go. Down you go. All right, go for fresher air. This actually looks really cool. I'm really happy I upped the game. I pushed the envelope. I could even go further, but I'm feeling darn good about it. The paint filled some of the holes of the buttons, but I want to see once it dries, does the paint go inside the holes of the buttons? I think it's going to, because that's what it kind of looked like. Oh, and I also sprayed around the edges, like on the sides, to get those sides, because that's going to make the tissue paper stronger. Okay, so let's just let that dry. And if you don't know, I have a free monthly emailed newsletter. If you sign up for that, you get a free digital image, a checklist of supplies, a note from the bookmaker, which explains what a junk journal is and how to use it, and a page list of ideas, all at the bottom of every newsletter. I have my videos, which come out Wednesdays and Saturdays, 7 a.m. Eastern time. I have an Etsy shop if you like journals and bundles and kits and FUNDLEs and DigiKits and print and mail options for DigiKits. You come to the right place. Go to my shop called the Paper Outpost on Etsy. And also, what? Oh, I put a QR code on my main channel page. So if you are looking for links and you can't find them or you can't see them or they're hard to find, just open up the main channel page, and up the top banner, you're going to see the QR code, and you just turn on your phone's camera and you look at it as if you're going to take a picture of it, but it will send you a link right there in that image, and you just click on it and it'll take you to a page of all my links. So if you're looking for my newsletter, my videos, my YouTube channel, well, you're already there because you're doing that, my Etsy shop, my Amazon shop, my merchandise, it's all the links are there. All my social media links are there. And yeah, so it's good. My podcast link is there, the Paper Outpost podcast. I answer your crafty questions as well as talk about junk journal making, paper crafting, life of a crafter, all sorts of fun things during my Tuesday podcast. That's the new material. And then you can watch video podcasts any day of the week on Spotify. So remember most of all that fun can be simple. And who knows where this is going to go from here, but I'm very excited. It looks like fun. Okay, take care, everybody. Till next we meet. Happy crafting. Keep having fun.